Hey guys, today I just thought I'd vlog a little bit. I don't really feel like filming a full video because I've just had a rough couple of days. So I thought this would be easier to just vlog something. I do have some good news and some bad news, so that's why the good news may not seem to make me very happy today. So I've had a rough few days by my standards. I know it could be a lot worse, but I'm sorry if you can hear the refrigerator. But if I seem a little, I don't know, glum, it's because I've just been having, to be honest, a shitty couple of days. I'm just gonna sit down because I don't want to stand. So, first of all, the good news is that I actually got engaged. So, that is the best news there is. It was about a week ago. Yeah, it was last Friday. Today's Thursday. This is my ring. Yeah. I'm very excited about it. I just don't seem like it right now because I'm just in a bad mood. So, the bad news is I went to leave the apartment this morning about maybe a half hour ago, and I was gonna go to the library because I checked out a few library books and they're due today. So I wanted to go to the library to return some and to renew some of them. And I got in my car and I got my keys out and I went to start it and it didn't start. So my car is dead, which is very upsetting, and not just because it didn't start, but because my car started having problems in like last September, October, where it would never start. Every time I would go to leave campus for the weekend, my car wouldn't start, and so I would have to call parking services every single Thursday to get them to start my car. And that happened for months and months and months and months, and it was just so frustrating. And eventually I got fed up with it, and so my boyfriend and my dad took turns like picking me up from school, and it's like an hour away, so it was just kind of annoying for them to have to do that. And then I went home for winter break, and winter break I used my car because I worked that whole month of December. So when I went to work with my car, I would have to go out to my car on my lunch break and start it just to make sure that the battery stayed like alive until I had to leave. So I had to go start my car every single time I had a lunch break just to make sure I could get home. And I ended up taking it back to school, which is stupid because I ended up having to, I think it was a couple months ago, I ended up just taking it home and having my dad look at it, and he had some mechanic that he knew come look at it at our house for free, and he narrowed it down to it being the radio, because my car is actually like a hand-me-down car from my brother. And my brother, when he was in high school and he had that car, he like installed like a custom radio with like the bass speakers or whatever. And so they assumed that the reason why my car wasn't starting was because my radio was, since it was off the market radio, it was drawing power from my battery even when I wasn't in the car, even when the car was off. And so my dad ended up taking the radio out for me, and then from that point on my car was starting perfectly every single time, and I was so freaking happy because I had a car again. and it had even gotten to the point where we were considering having to get a new one, and I don't have the money for that. My parents don't have the money for that. So it was just very stressful. And so when the radio thing ended up working and my car was starting again, I thought, thank goodness, problem solved. I have my car back. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And so it was working fine for the past like month? No, like 2 months. It's been working fine for the past 2 months. And so when I wake up this morning and I go to start my car and it doesn't start again, I'm just like, I thought this was over with. And tomorrow I have an interview for an internship that's like an hour away, and so I need my car because tomorrow is a Friday. My boyfriend is working, everyone is working, and so I need my own car to get there myself. And now I'm gonna have to worry about my car not starting tomorrow in the middle of nowhere, an hour away from home. And then also Saturday, my brother is graduating from college, and so I have to go to my parents' house with my car and drive and see them at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And so I need my car for that. And then I'm gonna have to leave it at my parents' house because we're all driving in the same car together to the college. Sorry. So we're all driving in the same car together to the college, and so it's gonna be sitting there all day, and then by the time I get back, it will have been like 12 hours of my car just sitting there. And so I'm gonna have to worry about it starting late at night when I have to drive back to the apartment, and I'm just very, very stressed out right now. This is not the best news I could have had today. Whoops. Okay. I'm in my kitchen right now. I am making a veggie burger for lunch. If you guys didn't know, I am a vegetarian, so I obviously don't eat meat. And so I like to make these veggie burgers and veggie sandwiches for lunch when I'm home by myself. Oops. My boyfriend is at work today, so I'm here alone. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Focus on the food. Okay, there we go. I just use a pan with aluminum foil because I don't know about you, but I hate doing the dishes, so I just use the aluminum foil, and then I can just keep using the pan. Yeah, this is a veggie burger. This is what the other side looks like. I just use some garlic and herb seasoning from Mrs. Dash. Doesn't have salt, it's no calories, it's really good. So I just use that to give it a little flavor. I'll show you guys what the box looks like. Oh no, that's the chicken one. That's not the one I used, is it? No, okay. I had the chicken one yesterday. I'm having just the regular burger today. The chicken one is delicious, but I want to try something else. So this is what it looks like. Boca, I think that's what they're called. Boca veggie burgers. It's 90 calories. They're soy protein burgers. So if you're not into soy, I don't know if you want this, but I really don't mind soy. And just 15 grams of protein, 90 calories. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. Water, soy protein, concentrate, cheddar cheese, wheat, gluten. Okay, so if you have damn, I can't remember what it's called. The disease where you can't, a celiac disease. There we go. If you can't eat gluten, then you might not like this. Or you might not like this. You might not be able to eat this. Yeah. Anyway, this is just. I got these from my school. So I don't know what the price is at a regular grocery store, but anyways, I gotta put this back in. So I'm just cooking it at 425 degrees for like, oh wait, I gotta flip it. 425 degrees for like 15 minutes. And then I just kind of flip it halfway through. Gosh, I'm so hungry. So anyways, I had a rough morning and I was hungry, so I'm gonna make something to eat. Another reason why I was upset that my car didn't start was also because I was going to get coffee. And I'm so excited because I was gonna go get a latte from Dunkin' Donuts. It's my favorite drink. I practically get it every single day, which isn't good for me. But I don't really care. It's my favorite drink there. A lot of times my boyfriend picks it up for me on his way home from work. And so I was gonna go get it myself today because, well, it's just kind of annoying for him sometimes to have to do it every day. Well, he doesn't have to, but, so I'm kind of disappointed that I couldn't get my latte, and now I have to sit here without my coffee. I know, first world problems, right? But, I was also gonna go to the grocery store and get some things, but instead I'm just kind of trapped here. And yesterday I was here by myself all day as well. Technically I do have school this week. Next week is finals week. This week I decided not to go back to school just because a lot of my classes are like pointless right now, to be honest. And I have all A's, so I don't really need to go to the last week of classes. So I was just going to take this week to study. And that's another thing that's been stressing me out. I have finals next week, and I've been meaning to study, and I have attempted to. But I have this thing where even if, like, I try to study in advance for tests, and I do, but, like, I have no motivation to do it early. And that's not because I'm lazy or because I procrastinate. It's just because I'm just being completely honest with you guys. I don't really need to study that much. And I know that sounds like conceited and stuck up or something, but that's just how I am. Like, when I study for tests and exams and things, all I need to do is really study like the day before and just go through all the notes and the PowerPoint slides and just read a few things in the textbook, and then I'm good, and then I get a pretty good grade just by doing that. And so when I try to be like ambitious and study ahead of time, I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking like, I really don't need to do this. This is unnecessary. And so I just get so distracted and I don't want to study anymore. And so that's how that's been going. But at the same time, like simultaneously, I'm like, no, Sam, you should study. You should be responsible and study ahead of time. So like, it's a battle in my head between wanting to study ahead of time and just knowing that I don't need to, but thinking that I should. I don't know. That's just how I think. Maybe I'm crazy, but so that's been stressing me out. Also, next week I have one final on Monday, one final on Tuesday, nothing on Wednesday, and one final on Thursday. The reason for that is my one class that had a final on Wednesday, the professor said that we could either, wait, no, that was a different class. My professor for that class said that he was going to drop your lowest exam grade, and so if you had already gotten good grades on the previous 3 exams, then you didn't need to take the last one. And I had already gotten A's on all the other ones, and so I don't need to take the last one. So basically, I don't have a final for that class. That's why I don't have anything on Wednesday. But I just thought it was kind of pointless to, I mean, just to be honest with you guys, I don't really like college that much. That's just how I feel about it. It's not my favorite lifestyle, I guess. I like being home with my boyfriend. I know that sounds silly, but that's just what I like to do. And so I like to leave campus as soon as I'm done with classes and everything. And so I just thought it was kind of silly to go to school for 4 days when I only have to take a test once a day that'll only take me like a half an hour to take, and then to have a day in the middle with nothing planned, like it just irritated me. And so I emailed my one professor with the exam that's on Thursday, and I asked him if I could take it earlier in the week, like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, so that I can leave on Wednesday or Tuesday. And my other professor from last semester, I asked her the same thing because I had the same problem, and I asked her if I could take it earlier, and she was like, sure, no problem, no problem, just take it with my other class that I teach. And I was like, awesome. And so I got to leave early. This professor, however, said, sorry, no, you can't do that unless you have like a written documentation of like circumstances that don't allow you to take it when it's scheduled. Which I completely understand that if someone was asking to take it late, but I was asking to take it early. Like I wasn't trying to like con someone into giving me an extra day to study. Like I want to take it earlier so I'd have less time to study. So I don't understand why like it would take me like a half an hour to take it, and I could just take it during his office hours and then just be out of there. But I don't know, I guess he's big on policy and everything. So long story short, well actually not long story short because I just told you the whole story, but so basically I have to stay there next week until Thursday, which kind of sucks in my opinion. And so I'm going to have all this extra downtime next week at school of being bored and having nothing to do, and it's just going to suck. So that's stressful. And then this Sunday is Mother's Day, and now that my boyfriend and I are engaged, I mean, it's just going to be even more hectic because I have to go to all my family events. He has to go to all of his family events. We want to go to them all together, and it's just hard because my family and his family don't really communicate about scheduling or anything. So a lot of the times the events overlap, and it's just hard to kind of go to both of them without rushing. And so Sunday is just going to be really hectic because I have my family Mother's Day picnic at 2, and then his is at 4, and like they're gonna be like not an hour, but like 45 minutes apart. I don't know. Like the drive is 45 minutes apart. So I'm stressed about that, and also I'm just really bored. So I gotta take my food out. I'm back. I'm sorry you guys if the lighting sucks. I opened up a window to try and make it better, but if you guys don't know, I am like trying to upgrade all my tech stuff. I'm trying to get some lighting and a new camera, maybe a tripod, a background, you know, all those things that I would need for filming. But if you can't tell, I'm not really working with much right now. So those are all things on my list, but I'll get those eventually. So I apologize for the lighting, but I just wanted to show you guys the burger that I was talking about. Okay, it looks like crap, oh my gosh. But here, I'll just show you. So here's the patty. I just put it on a whole wheat burger bun, and I put a slice of American cheese and mayonnaise on it. So it's not the healthiest option. Normally I would put like a piece of provolone cheese and maybe like a slice of tomato and some spinach, but I ran out of tomato yesterday, or no, I ran out of tomato 2 days ago. But so also I'm starving and in a bad mood, so I don't really care. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat this and I will talk to you guys later. I thought I would show you guys, my boyfriend and I planted these sunflowers. They're so freaking cute. Like, this was just a seed in the soil maybe like 3 weeks ago or so. And now it's like sprouting and it's so cute. We put it in the windowsill because it got cold and rainy there for a little bit. So I put it in the windowsill where it's a little bit warmer, but it's cute because they're like leaning towards the sun. This is the other one. So yeah, we're just kind of amazed because we like created new life. It's great. But I don't know if you guys can tell. We have a garden out there. This is so terrible, but we started gardening, so yeah, we're looking forward to all of our plants blooming. I planted some lilies, and I planted like these orange lilies and some other flower I can't remember. I can't pronounce the name of. It's like Alyssum. Here, I'll show you. This is like our little gardening bucket. Okay. I didn't plant these yet. These are forget-me-nots. They look adorable. But no, we planted, or he planted the Shasta daisies. And these are like excuse me, like along the sidewalk, so that'll be cute when they bloom. And then no, I didn't plant those. Oh, okay, yeah, I planted the darker blue forget-me-not. They look so cute. I love like the small, like the super small flowers, whoops, that make like a blanket of blooms over the ground, so that's why I like those. Oh yeah, and these are the sunflowers that we planted, so that's what they're gonna look like when they're bloomed. We also planted these mixed flowers because I am on this kick where, well, it's not a kick because I'm always gonna feel this way, but I am very passionate about helping the environment, and I heard about the bees. I'll tell you. I heard about how the bees like need help, and so that's kind of like what started this whole gardening thing. I've been wanting to plant like a bunch of flowers to try and save the honeybees, and so I really wanted to help them, you know, create like an environment for the bees. And to be honest, this apartment neighborhood area, like, I'm trying to say this without being rude, but a lot of people here don't really take care of like their lawns, or not, they don't really have like lawns, but just like their grass area. They don't really take care of it, and so basically there aren't a lot of flowers around here, and so I just wanted to like kind of improve that and give the bees somewhere to go. We also got a, what's it called? Not a birdhouse, a bird feeder. We got a bird feeder and we put it outside on like, there was like a nail to hang the bird feeder off of, and so it's like hanging from our awning right now, and it's actually hanging like right outside our bedroom window, and so we can look like literally right out our window and watch the birds. And oh my gosh, it sounds so lame, but honestly it's like amazing how many birds come here now. Like, I haven't even seen these birds before until now, so we're also helping the birds. But anyways, that's why we got like the mixed flowers, because like just like the mixed wildflowers are good for bees and stuff. This is the kind of flower I was talking about. Alyssum, carpet of snow. I don't know, but yeah, like I like the carpet of snow type thing. Ideal ground cover, yeah. That's what I like. I haven't planted these yet, but so yeah, we planted a lot of those. We also sprinkled this wildflower mix all over the dirt, and these are actually coming up right now. Like, you can see all the little sprouts. This is the lilies that I planted. There's 4 of them. My battery's dying, so I gotta go. I will come back soon after I charge my battery, and I'll talk to you guys later.